Watch that booty go. 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 Watch that booty go.
What's up, grinders? It's J7780. What grinds my gears with another Grinds Gaming Bite? We're live. This is not recording. This is live. And I had a thought last night, and I was cracking myself up. And I thought, hey, if it's funny to me, and you know what? Let's go live. Let's go live and see how this thing goes. So that's what we're gonna do. I had this. So I hope you like the thumbnail. Hope you like the Godfather, and let's do this. All right. What's up? Steady Flow, how you doing? Coon185, how you doing? 47 plus Ultra. Yeah, we're early today. Doing a show. Do a live show, live skit. So we'll see. We'll see what this goes. I just had this thing going on in my head, and I was like, yo, let's have some fun. Because that's what we do. We entertain, have some good times, gaming, have a good time. I've been playing some great games. Great games. And be playing, Horizon. And actually, that's the reason why. I'm like here sitting here enjoying Horizon. Elden Ring came out. And, I was on the defense with it. And I decided to buy it because I'm check it out. And yeah, I only played a little bit of it. But it's not bad. Like, it's actually pretty good. I wanted to see what it is. And I'm going to balance the both of them. And I'm going to get WWE 2022 when that comes out. And I'll get Gran Turismo. Because you know what? I get games I want to play. Simple as that. Imagine that. Like some games, want to get them, buy them. If you're fortunate to get it, you can. If not, wait for sale. Do what you want to do. That's the future of gaming. That's what gaming's always been. If you're not interested, don't play it. Gamer. Pretty much very simple. But man, oh man. What's up, chat out? Dave Rock, how you doing? You know what? That's the one thing I'm going to say, that it looks great. I'm playing it on the PS5, and it looks great. It doesn't look like Horizon, but it actually looks pretty good. Like, I was surprised because I didn't think that it was going to look that great. But yeah, it looks good. And but Horizon is the next level. Man, that game is absolutely incredible. I'm loving that. I'm about like 8 hours into that game, and I can't. The way they did the story, I said it before, and we'll talk more about it on Gaming Grindhouse. But man, oh man, that game is like the Uncharted 2, baby, to the Uncharted. It just keeps opening up and getting bigger and bigger. The story is so good in this one, too. It's so much better right now, I'm feeling, than the first one. So much more engaging to get you into it. And they have great set-piece moments of each transition, and it just flows really great. Man, and the unlocking, it's unlocking new abilities, new things. Horizon is absolutely incredible. And Elden Ring, I'm gonna keep trying out because I only played about an hour of it, and it's pretty. It's great. The one that I do like about it is that you see an enemy in the distance, you don't have to fight them at all. You could just run away. It is just they do just drop you in this open world, and you could go anywhere. It's pretty awesome. Just doing things, and the respawn points are not bad at all. So it's actually going to be I find it's probably some of those things where very confined things, and in a Souls game. I'm not a big Souls fan. I'm not no expert. I avoided them like everything. And now, I play Demon Souls, and then I kind of like that Souls-like loop. So it's not bad. I'm not no diehard or expert. No, I'm not an expert. But we're here for the thumbnails. We're here for the thing. Exactly, Sam Ash. That's the thing. You get to play all the games. We don't have to select certain games. You can play all of them. All on one platform, too. Get all the trophies. One ecosystem. Imagine that. So, we're here for the image that I have. And if you haven't seen the thumbnail already, I'm going to give some time for those. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the background. Yes. I'm going to try to do this live. Like, it's just this thing. If you recall, I did the night before the Series X, did that video. And, I had this idea in my head when Phil Spencer was getting the Lifetime Achievement Award at the DICE Awards. I call them the Dicey Awards because they gave Halo a multiplayer game of the year. I don't even know where to begin, but yes, they did, and it was slim pickings. But the Dicey Awards came out, and he was on stage, and Todd Howard in his bomber jacket, presented this Lifetime Achievement Award to Phil. Which congratulations, that's great. As a gamer, I don't know. I guess there's things in the background that he does for the devs and stuff. But for what the games that he's produced since he's come out, since he's been the head honcho, oh no, that's where the grinds my gears comes in here. So I had this image where I'm playing Horizon, right? I'm playing this game, and I immediately saw him on stage with the photos and all the stuff and his black sweatshirt turtleneck jacket thing he was wearing, and I just saw him accepting this award, and then I saw like the dichotomy of like the internet going like, where are the games? What's going on? Xbox first quarter, like what's going on? All these games, and I just had this image of the Godfather, being Italian and New York and the stuff like that. I love the Godfather. The Godfather's great. Bronx Tale's great. But I'm going to let everybody, for the people watching, not live, before I start this, I want to let everybody kind of go watch the end of the original Godfather. I'll give you some time. You can hit pause now for those that are watching on the replay, and go watch the ending of the Godfather where he is baptizing his godson. Now,
a few moments later.
Okay, you're back? We're back. So, just to describe the Godfather ending, if you haven't seen it or just choose to not leave for the live audience here, hit that like button, live grinders, and join the VIP. Whoa, before I start the Godfather thing, we got to shout out the VIP grinders. Thank you. Herman Holst in the chat, Phil Spencer in the chats. Thank you, VIP grinders. Cheering in here with Splits Herman Holst. I want to thank everybody for being a VIP grinder and supporting the channel. And shout out to the balcony and everybody who could use those cool new emojis that we got here. Dude, I definitely got to shout out the $70 million check. Microsoft money. The Grindhouse thumbnail. I'm putting them in the chat here. Bootleg Joel, always representing. Booster and Turbo Man, always here. Herman Holt Splits. And you can't forget Breakfast Xbox Donuts. You just finished The Sopranos last night. But shout out to the VIP Lounge. Thank you. I always got to shout out those guys. And girls, thank you very much. So, let me get to where the hell I was. I was over here. There we go. Let's make sure that I don't have that stuff playing. Okay. Yeah. Good. So, yes, Godfather and Bronx Tales is great. So, yeah, Sopranos is great too. So, the Godfather, the end of the Godfather, he's baptizing his godson. And he's sitting there, and they're asking him, like, do you renounce Satan? Do you do this? And he's like this goody-goody kind of Godfather. And meanwhile, in the background, all his men, all his dudes, hitmen, are doing all the hits, taking out the heads of all the families. And he's sitting there in church. It's the most incredible kind of dichotomy scene of just like, trying to be a family person and then having the business end working on the background. But it is such an intense scene and incredible. I thought the same thing. Yo, what's up, Link? How you doing? I thought the same thing here where Phil's on stage getting this award, and the Xbox fans are like, "Where are the games, Phil? What's going on?" And they're like just struggling in the background while he's sitting there going, "I accept." And that's where I was thinking with this, and yeah, I figured like might as well just kind of do something here with it, but I was just laughing. So it's just pretty damn funny just thinking about this, the end of the Godfather, and kind of seeing him on stage accepting the awards and stuff. And yeah. So exactly, Sam Ash. So I encourage you to go see it because it'll make this even funnier. And I don't know. And maybe my sense of humor, it is what it is. But I figured I share it with the grinders who have been here and are watching. Because I figured this is something I gotta share. Because I had this skit, and when I have these little things in my head, I figured let's go it up though. Let's do it here. What's up, DJ? How you doing? So we'll talk about it on the back end. But let's start this image. So he's on stage. So what? So first we need background music, right? Yeah. Oh. Yes, we do. Is this the right? Yeah. So he's on stage getting the award. So here we go, Grants. We are gathered here today to present Phil Aurelius Maximus, Phil Ness and the Call Them in the Streets, Spencer, with the award. But first, before you accept this award, let's just go over what you contributed to the gaming world and what your beliefs are. So, Phil Ness, Spencer, before you accept this award, do you denounce low-quality games?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Do you vow to ship complete games of high quality, as you stated
Our
here?
stage and Phantasy Star back on Xbox. As we said, our goal on Team Xbox is to bring you the world's best games. Meeting with developers, playing their games, and introducing you to their games, these are the best parts of my job. Back at E3 2017, when I first met with the creators of this next game, they shared their ambition to bring their massively popular game with its passionate community of 650 million PC players to the entire world. I'm happy to announce our partnership with the legendary team at Smilegate. Their approach to game design demonstrates sheer creative boldness. Next year, you'll discover the newest entry in this landmark franchise. On console, for the very first time, only on Xbox. This is Crossfire X.
Now, I state that again, Phil. You denounce low-quality games. Phil Ness, do you denounce low-quality games?
Oh, yeah.
You sure? Okay. The next thing I have to ask you, do you vow to ship complete games and stop with the We Heard You updates?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So all this is okay. As you come up on stage, here comes the next question. Do you plan on releasing first-party studio games from the 33 studios and delivering premier content to the gaming world? Do you do that? Are they playing these amazing quality games now? You have all these studios. Do you promise that they are playing and enjoying these games?
So I want to talk a little bit about Xbox game releases and ask Microsoft, hey, where are the games right now? What happened? You had a killer Q4, and then we come into 2021, and Q1 is really, really light. And then looking at the release list, looks like the first notable release I see is October. So when are we going to hear more about Xbox games? Let's get into it.
I do. I promise. Okay, Phil.
Okay. Phil, you say, before you accept this award, when everyone plays, we all win. Is that true?
Yeah?
Okay. You sounded a little unsure of that, Phil, but we'll let it go. The next question. You have the most powerful console and promised that what you will not you would deliver on power, and promise that you will not be out of position or price with this console. Is this the truth?
Of course it is.
Sony's machine, fully updated, still beats Series X fully updated. But this isn't exactly representative of most of play. For the most part, you'll be seeing a 60 FPS line on both sides for shootouts, driving, and beyond.
Identical resolution target. Skywards, we see 3840 by 2160, and then in action a low of 2688 by 1512 on both. However, the PlayStation 5 is often higher than the Series X, with this shot being at that lower 1512p on Series X here, and it's 1620p on the PlayStation 5. This is potentially a reason why the performance is much closer post-patch, meaning we see a circa 12 to 15% gain to the PS5 in some sections where heavy foliage overdraw and shadow maps are in play. But in the PlayStation...
Okay. And now the final question, Phil. Do you promise to have high fidelity VR to bring everybody into the metaverse to celebrate this new way of playing games?
Yeah, of course. Now give me my award.
Okay, congratulations. You win the Lifetime Achievement Award for gaming since you brought so much of this stuff and promises to the gaming world. Thank you very much, Phil Ness. Congratulations. Oh my. Yeah, it's kind of like how I imagined it, where he's on stage accepting this, making all these promises, and in the background, all this stuff is going on that just does nothing for gaming. I was just like... and I tried to do it live. I don't know, man. It's just hilarious how I felt like he's up there celebrating this stuff. And it's just... listen. Congratulations to him. I think, it's great that he does stuff for the industry, I guess. But what I don't understand is this idolizing of him. this idolizing of that he is the messiah of gaming. When you see what has he done? When everyone plays, we all win, and then you stop buying. He's winning the Lifetime Achievement Award in gaming, and he's buying up all these publishers. This huge acquisition of Activision, which is questioned by the FTC and what's going on. Like, is this good for gaming? We don't know. It's a power move. Thanks, I Paint Houses. Thank you. It's a power move. They bought Bethesda. Todd Howard presenting the award to him. Like, what are we doing here? I just don't understand. He's celebrating as the industry burns. He's causing a ruckus in the industry with his flexing of Game Pass and forcing. Like, is that what it is? Is it about Game Pass? Is that his call to arms? Is that what's saving gaming? Is that what it is? Because I don't understand a celebration as you play. Like, even if you look, as you play other games and look at like what they're doing for gaming, what Horizon's doing, what Zelda was doing, what Nintendo's do, like what they're moving forward with VR and just moving the needle forward with like our expectations. And you look at everything that they're doing on Xbox, and it's all just scaled back. Mid-season updates. Like, that was one of the things I highlighted here was like the mid-season updates for Halo Infinite Season 1. Look how sad this is. No content. All just like fixing animations, audio mix improvements, cheat detection, quick resume improvements, stability improvements, an optic gaming bundle. No new maps, no new vehicles, no new anything. It is just boggles my mind that this is what Halo is. All just like, we heard you, fix it updates. No content, no roadmap, no feature list, nothing to get people to play the game. The game is at 12,000 people playing. The game night with the 1, 2, 3. Game night 1, 2, 3. He goes, the common answer is he saved Xbox, yet no one explains how. I know the game night. That's what frustrates me the most. That's what frustrates me the most. It's like he saved Xbox. What's up, Tony Twist? Like he saved, what's up, Big M? He saved Xbox. That's what, saved from what? Because before he took over, we had Titanfall, Dead Rising, Rise, like Sunset Overdrive. Dude, they were games like a Killer Instinct. He took over, shut down Scalebound, canceled Fable, shut down Lionhead, and then went around and just bought some bunch of studios after a year or so of just like Xbox just sitting out there. And then now he's just selling people on promises. And then on top of that, he just made dollar bill fill gaming with Game Pass. And you would think a service would have a launch line, a lineup of games. Nothing. As Destin says, like Q1, Q2, the only thing that looks decent maybe coming out is October if they stealth release a Forza maybe. But he saved Xbox? That's what I don't get. Because from when he took over, he pulled the Kinect out of the box, okay, and dropped it $100. Good job. But like game-wise, I just don't think he had a successful run, especially the expectations that I had him being head of Xbox Game Studios for all those years, thinking that he would come on and know how to know quality games and bring gamers games. It has been the most dire time for gaming from their first party studios. He admits it. He says it in his thing. You know? When he thinks about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. And we got work to do there. I say, I have that clip. He says it all the time. He said it in 2019, he acknowledged that. And look at what Halo came out. Crossfire X. He was out there at E3 celebrating this game as a big get exclusively for Xbox. Where is your assessment and quality control from your team to bring quality content to the service and to the console? How do you let Halo show like that with Craig and become a meme? Who approved that? And then have to delay it a whole year just to have some more hopes and dreams and the game not be ready. I bet you season 2 is when this game is going to have some stuff. They're saving it for E3 announcements. That's how sad it is. But he saved Xbox. He saved them. Why is he idolized as this messiah of gaming? Because he is the worst representative of what games and quality are right now. Everything coming out of his thing, besides Forza, which seems to stand the test of time, is just tarnished. And whatever he bought that was already in works, that already worked, like Outer Worlds, that was already, he did nothing to bring Outer Worlds. Like, that was all published by somebody else. Psychonauts 2 was well in development before he even purchased them. Look what he did with not Hellblade, but look at Ninja Theory. Coming off of the success of Hellblade, he brings up Bleeding Edge, Bleeding Ass as we call it. And they don't even, as a service game with a hero shooter game, after 9 months, they stopped making characters for it. 2 characters later. Passion projects. You took them off the momentum of Hellblade and you let them put out that dud of Bleeding Edge. And then just abandon it. Don't support it. I don't understand it. If you look at Crackdown 3, he called Crackdown 3. He basically called it like he wanted it up there with, he wanted quality. He delayed it. And it's still shipped. They tapped in Terry Crews. Multiplayer, the cloud. Yeah, as soon as Crackdown 3 launched, he stopped talking about the cloud in that sense. Exactly, the game night. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, Scalebound cancellation was best for gamers, according to Phil Ness. Yeah, best for gamers. And he was going to make up for Street Fighter. He was going to make up for it. What's up, DDP? He was going to make up for Street Fighter exclusivity by what? Not giving us Killer Instinct 2? But you're up there celebrating yourself, celebrating gaming by not bringing out quality games. And this is even more apparent as you're playing Horizon Forbidden West and seeing the lineup that Sony has, and you're like, well, he's getting an award for gaming. And the game is in the background, Xbox are doing tons of show. Like, where's our Horizon? Hey, Phil, where the hell is our Xbox answer to Forbidden West? Excellent single-player game. Do Xbox fans really have to wait 10 months till Starfield? The game looks amazing, which we didn't even see Starfield. That's a fan just kind of still being a fan. It's not fair. It's not. And I just wish people will wise up and realize that he's not your friend. He's there scooping up the gaming industry, but getting celebrated. Achievements. This is not my tweet. These are fans that want something for their console. They're seeing what Sony's getting. They're seeing what Nintendo's getting. They're like, what's our stuff? Stalker 2 got delayed. Horrible stuff going on in Ukraine. It might even cancel the game. But it was delayed before that. But that was supposed to come out now. Redfall was announced at E3 last year. They haven't shown gameplay at all. It's slated for summer. When are they going to show it? They don't do state of plays. The only last update we got for Perfect Dark after a year and a half and no updates after Drew Murray left was that they're using Crystal Dynamics to help them. And I don't want to take away the award that he didn't deserve, Lifetime Achievement, but I'm just saying, like, he's being recognized by developers and things like that, but the game is, he's failing on that end. Now there's rumors that they're in talks about, what is it, Fallout, a New Vegas 2. Like, really? Let's add that to Avowed. Let's add that to Outer Worlds 2. Let's add that to Grounded coming out of beta. Really? Who's measuring the quality of these games? Or you're just going to just spit them out and stealth drop them like you did with Crossfire X? You heard how he spoke about Crossfire X in 2019. You see how it came out. This is my problem. Ever since he took over, Xbox has never been the same. And they lost focus on what mattered the most, and that is the games. He has a good talk. He's like a politician. I'm going to do this and this. I bought studios. I bought this. I bought that. But then when he gets in office, he don't do anything. He's just a lame duck. But he does all his interviews talking about xClouds and all this other stuff and all these promises. High fidelity VR is coming. Talking about the metaverse. Here he is.
We see exciting opportunities.
Oh, he's all buzzing in my ear.
We opportunities on the horizon.
Beyond generations. High fidelity VR. Then talks about when everyone plays, we all win. First thing he does is takes Bethesda Starfield and makes it exclusive, and then says Elder Scrolls is exclusive. And then goes buys a whole goddamn publisher. But when everyone plays, we all win. Says the console's the most powerful machine twice. With the One X and the Series X. Twice. We will not be out of position. The best place to play. Consistently. The Xbox is not performing as to full capacity. The PS5 is beating it in frame rates on a consistent level. Then promise VR and HoloLens. Just, yeah, good job. They're on number 3. We haven't even bought number 1 yet. Game Night 123 says, I don't like the excuse that Bethesda can get away with not showing their games when they're close to launching. No other dev can get away with that. Exactly. And think about it. Bethesda did that with a known franchise with Fallout 4. You know what Fallout 4 was. You know what Fallout was. Okay? This is a new IP. They should be building this up, building this world up, getting you excited, and they haven't done anything. Maybe they do a show in March. I don't know. But we need to, like, if that's the only game that's coming out this year, then we need to see Starfield. And you say, yes, they're in a building. They're in a rebuilding and all this other stuff. 20 years, we're in year 1. But why this savior? Why did he save Xbox? Is it because of that stupid side story that Satya was going to shut it down and Terry Myerson was holding this up? Like, I feel like this is, and like they didn't know what to do with Xbox, and Phil came up with the idea of Game Pass and saved it. Is that the bedtime story that makes you get tucked in at night? You know what should bother you about that? The fact that they were ready to sever their gaming division. And that what? This Game Pass is just a Band-Aid. Just like Ninja and Shroud were a Band-Aid for the failing Mixer. They weren't getting the growth, so they decided to buy their growth. Put a Band-Aid on an open wound. This studio acquisition stuff, this doesn't impress me. Because we don't see the results. Keeping games multi-plat, then making them exclusive and owning all this IP. Meanwhile, they didn't know what to do with the IP that they had and sat on for years with Rare. They had no clue what to do. No whisk, you could easily just do Killer Instinct 2 right now. Why? We need to find the studio to work on it? What? But you're celebrated as saving gaming, saving X? Like, I don't get it. But the story element that should bother you is that they're ready to get rid of it. And Phil came up with this cartwheel idea of just giving games away and making people pay over monthly for pieces of games. shadow drop games and all this other stuff. Like, what? Here he is. Yeah. Celebrate him. Winning awards. Smilegate.
World.
When I think about Xbox, I think about quality games. This is the details that they put in Horizon open world game. This is what they put in. This is your hairless rat. This is what they're doing. And you know it's not about the rat. But when you're trying to present yourself as a place to play quality games and the most powerful console and the subscription service that delivers on quality content, it doesn't compromise because you're getting it for dollar bill fill. It doesn't compromise the game. It doesn't put the game in this kind of loop of we heard you updates. The games come out fully featured, fully capable, there to bring in the gamer, to excite them on the $500 purchase of the hardware that they have or PC. And now you have all this IP, all this stuff. Who's managing it all? Who's managing it? Is that booty clapping in the streets? But you go celebrate. CEO, he's getting promoted on your dime. He went up from head of Xbox to CEO of Microsoft Gaming. All under your nose. While you're sitting here going, we'll wait some more. Another year. 2024 will be it, everybody. That will be when the bangers are coming out. 2024, this guy leapfrogged. He went from holding Terry Myerson's ass to head of Xbox, to the Xbox King, to now a CEO. He jumped on that on your dime. He's doing well for himself, but just talking a good game. Where's the productivity? Where is it? Where are the games, gamers? Where are the games? He's a CEO now. He got promoted twice by bringing you no games. That's how Microsoft values their gaming division. Let's promote them, even though they're not bringing content to the platform that we're shipping, because we're going to get them from the other way. Let's promise them 2 most powerful machines and then have the devs just not know how to use them. Where are the Xbox ninjas? Where are the ninjas that get sent out to From Studios and From Software and all these third parties to make sure they're taking the true potential of the 12 teraflop machine? Why is it performance issues? Why is it not holding why is it not beating the PlayStation 5, the weaker console? In these head-to-heads. Why? Where are the Xbox ninjas? Where is it? Where is his SWAT team to go out there and fix this? But he's lifetime achievement. He won. He's CEO. And on top of that, let's go buy some more studios. Let's go buy more publishers. Who's getting that coffee? That's right. Hit that like button, everybody. And I'm looking at it from a gamer's perspective. And the whole perspective of he saved Xbox. That's not why he probably won this award. He's a nice guy. He probably talks to devs. He's a good guy. He got marshmallows. He knows how to roast those marshmallows. Make some good s'mores. But as a gamer, for quality content, he hasn't delivered anything of note. And it didn't start grinding my gears until they stopped doing what they used to do. Bringing exclusive games, bringing content, evolving Xbox Live. You want to see this tweets about people not doing the share button. They finally added direct streaming to Twitch. Now, you used to have to go through the app. That's how dire it is over there. The share button brings up the old-ass share thing with OneDrives and all this other stuff. Uploads to your server. Like, they didn't even upload their capture. They didn't even update their capture capabilities. Their sharing capabilities. I've been sharing photos left and right. That's all marketing. That's all PR. Photo mode. Look at all my Horizon stuff. Dude, you want to talk about sharing? Like, it is instant on the PlayStation. It is instant. I can't stop taking photos. I can't stop taking photographs. Bunches them together, post them up. Stream right to Twitch, right to YouTube from your PlayStation. Capture an hour of video just by hitting a button saying capture the last hour, capture the last 30 minutes. Then on top of that, you got games like Kana, you have games like Fist, you have games like Sifu. Sony's getting it from there too. So Microsoft's not even focusing on indie quality games per se for their service. Maybe they get a couple like The Ascent and Death's Door or whatever, a couple of those things. But, like, they should be rolling. It's all just like nitpick. It's all just like little, like, hey, there's one game this month, this thing. But they're still buying more stuff, but they can't fix what they already have. I can't believe this is a game with this stuff. And it's not just graphics. They made this game bigger and better than what it was. And when you're playing this and you're seeing this, it's taking this old gamer man and making me excited about the future, about what's coming. And there's only one platform that's doing it. Nintendo's doing it too with the little teraflops that thing has. They're still being ambitious and bringing the content. People going crazy for Super Mario Strikers. Imagine bringing games to a gaming platform. Imagine not just bringing title screens and bringing promises and opening up your wallet and making business moves and showing me how much money you have. Imagine just shutting up and just bringing games out. You think anything on Xbox 12 teraflops is going to look like this? You think Starfield going to look like this? Hell, they didn't even put a friggin' photo mode in Gears. Like, but you go get your award. You celebrate. You saved us. You saved nobody. You saved yourself, dude. That's the real thing. He saved himself. His ass was going to be out of a job because they were going to get rid of Xbox, and he went into desperation mode and came up with this Game Pass thing that nobody's buying games. Let's just give these games out and do the subs. And even that, 25 subs over 5 years, 25 million subs over 5 years. Dude, that thing's growing. That thing's growing like a friggin' mushroom. That growth is that's after Halo and Forza was put in that service. The biggest franchises. You have all the Gears in there. You have all the Halos in it. All the Forzas and Forza Horizons in the service. Your biggest franchises are in Game Pass right now. Game Pass is on every friggin' Windows 10 and 11 PC. Somebody wants to see the rats. That's a rat. This is a rat. Like, Game Pass is everywhere. It's on every phone, every iPhone, every iPad, every Android phone around the globe. It's on all your consoles, old and new. It's on all the PCs in the world, Windows 10 and Windows 11. It's everywhere. Everywhere. 25 million, 5 years, 6 years. Your biggest franchises are in there. You think Perfect Dark is going to save Game Pass? You think you think Stalker 2? You think Do you think Redfall is going to just increase the amount of people flowing into Game Pass? Avowed? You think Avowed is going to throw people in? Even Starfield. That's a new IP. That's not Fallout or Elder Scrolls. That's something that's new. We'll see what that does. But if Halo couldn't do it, and Forza and Gears, 20 years of these franchises being in that service day one, Halo Infinite, being in there day one, campaign, multiplayer, if those are not increasing these things 3- and 4-fold, Perfect Dark is not going to do it. And who knows what they do to Perfect Dark? Who knows what they do to Fable? There's rumors that I just showed that they may be Perfect Dark might be episodic. It might be a service game. Who knows what Starfield's going to be? Who knows how these games are going to be compromised because Game Pass exists? And these games all got to go in Game Pass. They all do. Every single one of those games have to be in Game Pass. So, we will see. Redfall, is that saving it this summer? It's a hairless rat. But he saved the Xbox. He saved it. I just don't get it. Thank you for the super chat because I don't get it. Because I think since he took over, he just doesn't know quality games. He does, or unless he knows and he just knows he can't deliver it. I like to know where Booty is clapping over here with Halo. Like where it's give us more time. We're sorry. Look at these. These are mid-season updates for a season that lasts 6 months. Tell me that, Mr. Service Games. What season is 6 months? And 3 months into the season, you're putting patches in there. Campaign. Improvements to the campaign save system to prevent data loss. These sound like day one updates, not mid-season 3 months later updates. Interactive menus, interactive items such as uncollected audio logs and ammo crates. The description of the Forerunner artifacts now appears correctly. These are their mid-season mid-season updates. The Game Night 123 with the 10, he goes, and there's that rumor going around that Xbox wants Obsidian to work on Fallout New Vegas sequel, and they're supposed Xbox wants them to do more remasters. Thank you, the Game Night. Yeah, that was the other thing that came up. They want Xbox to remaster all their old games. Oh, man, I remember that conversation. Only Sony does remasters. Xbox does free remasters with the Series X because it just updates them. You imagine Xbox just takes all the games that they had again and just redoes them, redoes them in the service? Oh my God. Well, I think they're going to do that with Gears. They're going to go back to Gears 2 and 3 and just redo them, remake them. All those years. That's right, Big M. Thank you, Game Night. All those years for Crossfire. And here you go. 17th. In 2017, he said he talked to him about Crossfire X. He was proud to announce this. He announced this game. The savior of Xbox announced this game in E3. 2s and 3s? Like, not even playable? Trash? Like, nobody's capping for this game. Who oversaw this game? You think he would take some pride in the stuff that he announces at E3 in front of people? Or is he just a politician? Just a shill to become CEO and to jump on all your hearts and dreams and just make and save himself at the mercy of you not getting games? It's just shame. It's a shame. I don't know why he's idolized. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a nice person, but geez, like, come on, man. What have you done for the gaming industry besides buy it up? and force them to go down the Game Pass route because people, the devs don't naturally want to go there. There are so many devs coming out and they say, like Rockstar and even Cyberpunk, they're like, we're not going in there. We're not going in Game Pass day one. Elden Ring was like, we're not going in Game Pass day one. You think Elden Ring's going in Game Pass with a 98 Metacritic? That's never going to see the light of day for Game Pass. Okay? There are certain games that just go there. Back for Blood. Who's playing that, everybody? Back for Blood is everywhere in Game Pass. Anybody? Bueller? Anybody playing Back for Blood? There are games that belong in the service. That's fine. This game don't. You know what though? I'll wet you noodle. I'll give you a 4-hour trial of this in a service. Give you a little taste, and then I'll have you buy. And I was bringing this up. I was talking to Frogs about this. What's interesting is that they're saying with this rumor. Now I don't believe it because Jeff Grubb, they needed some money, I guess, for their paywall podcast. So he just went into the bag of tricks and just pulled out things out his ass. So I don't know how real this is. But if they decide to do a higher tier and make it where they're trial games, you know what's funny is that Phil was like, hey, people who play the games are most likely going to buy them in Game Pass. Well, yeah, if they know they're going to leave. That's why don't you start with putting Halo in a trial? Make it the full-fledged Halo game that it should be. Not piecemeal it and Frankenstein it. But why don't you make the Halo game that you want to make? Regardless of the service and the monthly updates, and it's a service game. Just make Halo. Just like you did Halo 5, but make it better. Thank you, Sam Alton. Grinders doing their research. 2,100 people on back for ass right now. Probably be more people if it was named Back for Ass. That's all I'm saying. On Steam. Yeah. Game Pass fodder at its best. Right there. But if you give me a trial, if he said they just want people to buy their games, why wouldn't you just include a trial and not have to force every single game that you make to be in a subscription, to possibly be compromised because it's going into this monthly pass? Horizon doesn't have to deal with that. And when Sony releases Spartacus, Horizon 4 and 5, or Horizon 3 and all these other, they don't have to deal with worrying about going into the service. They can make the game that they want to make. And then just give a 3-hour trial to wet your noodle a little bit, give you a little demo of it. See if you like it. That will get people to buy the game who maybe were hesitant on it, but it doesn't compromise the game. It doesn't compromise the game that it's going to live in that Spartacus service. It's going to live in Game Pass. It doesn't have to be compromised. Yes, exactly. Every single studio has an unlimited budget. Yep. Exactly. Crossfire X had an unlimited budget. And it's not just the graphics. That's the only thing I could show here. But this game is bigger and better with story, animations, features, the world building, the exploration, the combat, the enemy types, the set pieces. It's bigger and better. It's not scaled back. We heard you. We'll add that. Oh, what? You wanted the Trematus? You like elephants? Okay, maybe we'll add elephants later on. We'll find a good time when to add elephants to Horizon. Oh, you like the classic shotgun? We need to find a time and place to bring back the classic shotgun. Oh, you like assassinations? Yeah, they're not going to be there at launch. We'll find the right time to bring assassinations back to Halo. You know, we took it out because some of the pros didn't like it, even though you could turn it off. The pros thought it slowed the game down, so we took it out. But, you know, we'll bring it back. Yeah, know why? Because they'll probably monetize it and put it in the store. Yeah, who's playing Rainbow Six Extraction? There's another one. I don't want to hear that about the games. I don't want to hear God of War 2 Ragnarok coming out and go, you know, Everybody like day trick. Well, we're going to add them later. We're going to add it a little bit later. We heard you. Here's some updates. We heard you. I don't like that. I don't have the patience for that. Especially if I'm paying $60 for a game or $70 for a game. I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to figure it out. Because there's other games that are coming out. There's other things that I could do. I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to get your act together from the forums. Where's your vision? Where's your vision? What do you want to do as a developer? What story do you want to tell? What story do you want to tell? That's the point. Why is it we'll make you build the game for us because we don't know what the hell we want. We're just crap shooting stuff. Do you want to know why? They talk about unlimited budget. They don't have no unlimited budget. Exactly. They don't have no limited budget. They just don't know what to work on and waste their time on. They don't want to waste their time. They're so nervous. And I don't know. As a leader with Phil Spencer winning this stuff and Booty clapping those cheeks out in the streets, you would think that these studios would have a vision. They would know what they want to do with their game. Not kind of like see what's working. You know what? We're just going to see what works and ship it. And if they don't like it, we'll take it out. Like they're fixing the ranking system. You know, the feedback for that ranking system and the leveling up system was back in August when they did that pre-alpha beta cousin's former roommate version. The feedback was back then going, dude, this leveling up system sucks. It's not skill-based at all. We hear you. Please put it in the comments in the forum. This is an alpha beta son's former roommate edition version. We're working on it. And then if you go on Twitter and say stuff, then the Xbox Phil Spencer crew comes after you going, it's an alpha beta cousin's former roommate version. Leave it alone. They're going to add the graphics and add new maps when it launches. Stop it. Fearmongerer. Leave it alone. It's an alpha beta. Early build. It's on an 8mm disc. I don't know what the hell. It's some bullshit. Leave it alone. It's just alpha beta. Don't complain about it. Oh, they're going to add more maps in December when they launch the campaign.
A few moments later.
No thanks. Well, they're on vacation now in December. They're going to add some more content when they get back from vacation.
A few moments later.
No thanks. We need more time. Sorry, we promised you to have updates, in November when everybody was rubbing our balls, saying what a great game Halo is. We said we're going to have updates for you in January about Forge and co-op. Yeah, that didn't happen. And know what else is hilarious is they didn't bring it up. Instead, people are like, hey, where are the updates? And then Joe Staten had to come on there with his damage control and be like, we need more time. That's after being delayed a year and showing us a hairless Craig. Where is the quality? This man winning awards. He's CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Where is the quality control? Then you drop this Crossfire X abomination. Meanwhile, you talked about Project Scarlet and 12 teraflops and RDNA, Phil DNA 2.0. Oozing architecture. The Amish guy with the beard coming out there telling me about all the power and the Hovises and the design and the fan and the green paint and all the memory card in the back and and you're underperforming against the weak-ass PlayStation. The poor Sony is outbidding you, getting exclusive games. Poor little Sony, making pennies on a dollar, is outbidding big bad Microsoft on exclusive games. How the hell did that happen? How the hell is Sony getting Final Fantasy? How did they get Deathloop when you were looking to buy Bethesda? How the hell did Sony get Deathloop? And Ghostwire Tokyo, which comes out at the end of March. How the hell did Sony do that? They're poor. They got no money. You got billions. I want to see there we go. You got the big clearinghouse check, dude. Here it is. Grinders, VIPs. You got the clearinghouse check. How is Sony outbidding you getting exclusive games? How did it get Forspoken? What were you doing, Phil? Were you doing interviews with the Venezuelan government talking about cloud? Were you making games? Were you making sure that Halo was polished? Where were you when Forspoken was being discussed? Where were you? But let's celebrate. You saved it. Where were you? Yeah, add the share button. Let's add it. But we're not going to change anything with the sharing functionality on the Xbox. We'll just give them the same old shit. And we'll give them a 1080p dashboard. Oh, but when you say the PlayStation had a 4K dashboard, people are like, stop it. Leave it alone. It's fine. It doesn't need to be 4K dashboard. It's fine.
A few moments later.
Almost like a year later, they added a 4K dashboard to the Xbox. Have they evolved Xbox Live? Have they made it the place for community? Have they evolved the party chats and the community? I don't know. The last thing they ever did with Xbox Live was they added a looking for group. Anything? But he saved it. I guess. It's unfortunate. Because there's so many things. They got a lot of games. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying they don't have games. Problem is they got too many games. And the problem is that with all those games, what's the quality? What are these games? Where is their rollout? Where's their release dates? What do these games look like? What are they going to be like? That's crazy. You know what's interesting is that the studios that Microsoft purchased in 2018, at that time, we had no clue about Horizon Forbidden West. We had no clue about Demon's Souls. We had no clue about Sackboy's Adventure. We had no clue about Miles Morales. We had no clue about Returnal. We didn't even know anything about God of War 2. Maybe that was coming. We knew nothing about Ratchet and Clank, even if they were bringing it back. We knew nothing. Think about it. Since when they showed Halo and they showed the Rolling Mountains, actually, the Slip Space Engine demo that looks like Horizon, actually. It doesn't look anything like Halo. Look at the rat. God damn, look at that rat. They showed that before we even knew about these Sony games that were, number one, announced, number one, showcased on multiple occasions, number three, reviewed well, and number four, released. And number five, the most important part, we are playing them. Think about that. Who didn't go to E3? Who stopped going to E3s? Who stopped having showcases? Think about, we didn't even know these games existed. And those are the games that we've played. Now, you have KOTOR, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine. But the games that were announced came out after Microsoft even bought these studios, showed Halo. How much time are you going to give Phil and friends? How much time are you going to give them? Infinite amount of time? Halo? Infinite amount of time? We knew nothing of Returnal. We didn't even know it existed. game comes out, reviews, and we played it. Ratchet, we had no clue that they were going to do a Ratchet and Clank. Sony announced it, a year later comes out, we played it, reviews amazingly. Horizon, we had no clue. There was no rumors, there was nothing. We assumed it. Where are they? Forspoken was shown in October 2019. I mean, not Forspoken. What the hell's a rare game that they don't know? Everwild was shown in October of 2019. Where's the updates? What is it? We don't know. It was shown twice. It was shown at E3 and it was shown at their XO event in London. Was that 2018? Maybe it was 2018. Sea of Thieves update came out. Another one. And they're taking away the PvP because nobody's playing it. And what they added was very, very limiting. Again. They're still dragging that along. But you got to look at what even Sony, even Nintendo, Super Mario Strikers had no clue they were making that. That game comes out in a few months. Now, Breath of the Wild, that's another story. But still, even that is announced and coming out before these studios from 2018 even show their gameplay. Think about it. They've been dragging you through the mud and talking and whining and dining you with grape juice and chuck steak, dragging you along. He has got promoted 3 times, like 2 times, CEO of gaming now. Buying all these big publishers, shaking up the industry, making all these moves. But the one move that matters to us, is the friggin' games. So come on. Congratulations, Mr. Phil Ness, on managing to Phil Ness the industry. You're a nice person, but man, you have done nothing for the gamer right now. You've talked a great game. You have good ambition, but you're not leading with the games at all. And my problem is, don't tell me what he's doing is the future of gaming. Game Pass is not the future. That may be their future. But that's not my future. I want quality games. I want amazing experiences. Hell, Sony's even bringing VR. Wow. How's that? On top of this stuff, on top of whatever services you want to get excited about, they got VR coming too. They showed the hardware. Dude, they announced the VR. If they come out with a VR this year, you're gonna have VR on all these games that Sony did in a matter of 3 years of letting us know about it and releasing with their games and with VR. Then Microsoft is done with the initiative. Amazing. And studios they bought in 2018. Oh, it's going to take 4 years. We're 4 years now. We don't even know what the games look like. Compulsion Games released We Happy Few in 2018. They have yet to show what the hell they're working on 4 years later under Microsoft's umbrella. Is this, I'm not making that up. They released We Happy Few and haven't been heard from in 4 years. Not even showing a logo. Who's managing these studios and the quality? The dude that's saved gaming, I guess. But this has been a Gaming Grinds Live. I want to thank everybody for coming through. And I'm going to be on the Moochers podcast tonight on Crossfire at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to get something to eat. I'll be back. But please hit that like button. Or Froggy. Froggy hits the dislike button because, you know, he doesn't like what I have to say, but he comes back here, so I appreciate it, Frog. Thanks for coming. You know, it's not console war. It's just a dichotomy between a company that's making and doing things for gaming with games and leading with games. Two companies. Not just Sony. It's Nintendo as well. And one company that just doesn't shut up. People say they're doing things for games, but all they're doing is just buying up the industry to promote themselves, to fluff up their feathers. Meanwhile, as a gamer, you sit here and scratch your head and go, well, what's going on? Where's the transparency? They get celebrated for being transparent. Where is it? It's not console war. It's what gamers want, and that's games. Great, and that's what I'm going to go play right now. So I want to thank everybody. Trudy with the $2. Thank you so much. What's up, Jez? Phil couldn't save a bag of chips. Yep. Couldn't save a bag of chips. And Froggy says he likes to watch clowns, so I guess he has a bunch of mirrors in his house. Thank you again, Froggy. Thank you again, Grinders. I'll be talking to you guys soon. This has been the Grinds Gaming Bite. And I am out. Play some games. Later. Thank you. Share it out. Hit that like button. Let's go, baby. Phil loves you. That's right. Congrats. Out.